Scotland plays almost like a mixtape of some of the most beautiful places on earth. Like, this reminds me so much of some of the trails that I hiked growing up in Northern California. And then you round a corner and you're in Switzerland. You round another bend and you're in Hawaii. I'm not kidding. Then you turn another corner and you're in Norway. It's like all the most scenic places on earth got fused together into one country, and God said, let there be Scotland. And then he had to make the rest of the world to compensate.
Many people around the world dream of returning to the home of their ancestors, the British Isles. At the age of 45, I fulfilled a lifelong ambition and bought my dream home in the Scottish Highlands. My name's Jason, and I live in the far north of Scotland. This is my story. Welcome to the American Highlander.
Good morning from the Scottish Highlands. It's another absolutely beautiful day. It's late August, about 12 degrees. Should get up to about 16 this afternoon. And you might be thinking, well, how can it be a beautiful day? I mean, it's overcast. Well, look at it this way. Which would you prefer? A sunny day in a crowded, noisy, polluted city, or a cloudy day here in the Scottish Highlands? If you're watching this channel right now, it's because you and I both know the answer to that question. So in this episode, we're going to do some sightseeing. And we've also got some work to do on the grounds around the house, so we'll cover that. But I figure the theme for this episode will be, what does it mean when you actually start to build a new life for yourself? When you finally get to a place in life like this, where you actually are happy. And then you look back at everything, every choice, every consequence of that choice, every decision, all the pain that it took. And you go, okay, you went through it, it's past tense, it's done, and now you're here as a result of all of it. It messes with your head. You have to learn to slowly let go of the past. And that takes time. But every day here makes it easier. Every day here the sun gets a little brighter. So, let me share that sunlight with you. Because it is a beautiful day here. And we owe it to ourselves to see it with our own eyes. So let's go. One of the things you realize when you stand in a place like this is that basically this hasn't changed in centuries, maybe longer. It really puts a human lifespan in perspective. All the things that we worry about, all the things that consume our lives every day. This is what matters. This is what we're supposed to experience as human beings. I never want to leave. Took a lifetime to get here. But whatever time I've got left, this is where I'm going to spend it, in Scotland. I think that's the lookout platform. Come on! Look at this! Look at this! I don't know if you can hear me over the sound of the waterfall, but my God, you gotta come see this for yourself. This is Big Burn Waterfall in Golspie. I think I found a cure for depression. It's called the Highlands. I gotta deal with bird poop on the deck as the birds are busy pooping underneath their nests. They've made an entire suburb of nests underneath my roof eaves. Let's go get that hose, get this deck washed off. That is just kinked harder than a Friday night in West Hollywood. Not that I would know anything about that. Come on. Oh. Just like using scrub pads to try to clean the acne off my face as a teenager. Except that didn't work. I wonder if this is roughly equivalent to what dentists see when they've got that microscope and that electric scraper jammed up into your
gums in your teeth. Is this what they see? What on earth are these birds eating? Frankly, I should have worn a back brace for doing this. It's kind of embarrassing when you get to that point in life. But, yeah, it is what it is. You just gotta deal with it as best you can and work off enough calories to earn some nachos. Nachos rule. I don't know if the camera picked up the shadows of the birds flying out of the nest directly over my head. They better not be pooping on me. People pay a lot of money to go to fitness classes. Why do they do this? I will happily pay someone else money to do this for me. So one of the challenges when you own rural property that's got some acreage is you have to maintain it. And I work a full-time job, and any spare time that I have now goes into this series. So I've had to call in some reinforcements.
You leave it with cheats and my backstory.
Yeah.
Oh God, you don't want to know that. It's long. It's long.
The stuff that you're willing to share.
Well, I started off, I don't know, where do you go? Well, I started off in art college, really. Yeah, and then I haven't done any art really ever since. I've done all sorts. Worked on farms, I've run a business in Teesside, 30 odd men. Used to clean out ton bags for the chemical industry, really interesting. And then when the company went bust, I thought, F it, I'm going to go out and work outside. Because I've generally, weekends and everything, when I did work, I was just outside shooting and fishing. So, I don't want to work outside. The weather can be great, but you know what? It's fresh air, you're getting exercise, and you're earning a bit of cash. Yeah, that's probably my backstory. There is a longer version. Oh yeah, I have been married. I have got a kid. Right. You know, yeah, his mum's in Bulgaria now. He wants to be here with me and his dogs. Oh. So, yeah, we moved up here, 5 years ago, I think it was now. Yeah, 5 years ago, COVID, because I just thought, the south of England, get out of it.
Yep.
Right. Anyway, so fire her up.
Let's do it.
We shouldn't need the choke, because we've already fired her up. We shouldn't need it, but there we go. This is running.
George is one of my neighbors. He's also a tree surgeon. He's very heavily in demand up here. He's brilliant at what he does. So it pays to get to know your neighbors. Up here in the far north, it's a very tight-knit community. Everyone knows everyone. And we all try to help each other out as best we can. I'm new here. I'm an immigrant, but I'm doing my best to integrate. And one of the things that I want to do is promote local businesses. George, if you can get him, because he's very high in demand, is phenomenal, and I highly recommend him. So this is the Backies. It's a wonderful little area, very secluded, just outside Golspie in southeastern Sutherland. It's stunning. I can hear cattle mooing miles away. Today, the atmosphere is so clear that I can see across the North Sea all the way to Nairn, I think.
It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. This is, again, if you never set foot off the NC 500, you'll never discover places like this. It's calm, it's peaceful. I mean, that's Middle Earth. How the heck have we been transported to Middle Earth? My God. You know, when I was a teenager in high school, we did a production of Brigadoon, and I've never forgotten the song, The Heather on the Hill. Well, now I'm looking at it. And now I understand. Look at that. The air is clean. The water is clean. The environment is so quiet. This is what it is to be alive. This is what it means to be alive. And I love it so. I know that there are a lot of people who love living in big cities. That's fine. But you're never prying me away from this. I'm home. My God, I'm home. Hey kid, writing to you from 20 years in your future. You have no idea what's coming, both good and bad. In a single day, you lose your job, your career, and your marriage. You're now on your second. You stood up to your father. You escaped the cult. You fall off the wagon, become an opioid addict, lose track of how many people you sleep with, have a nervous breakdown, go to therapy, make a fortune, lose a fortune, and still crave cheese pizza. You're still battling depression. You still get the nightmares. Your CV is all over the place. You manage complex resort sales operations. You produce video games. You start your own publication.
You teach yourself filmmaking. You produce and direct a movie that appears on TV and DVD in the US. Most of the people currently in your life will be elsewhere or dead within 10 years. And one of the hardest deaths yet to come will happen on your birthday. There are people you haven't met yet whom you'll never see again. There are people you haven't met yet who will curse the very mention of your name. There are people you haven't met yet whom you will care about so deeply that it hurts. There will come an accident and surgery, after which you spend months learning how to walk again. In a plot twist so statistically improbable you wouldn't believe it if you saw it in a movie, you literally move to the other side of the planet and get to live in the Scottish Highlands. The things you saw as a youth actually come true. You survive. You're clean, sober, level-headed, still a compulsive workaholic wired to win, and you know where you want to be 20 years from now. Stay the course, kid. The sum total of all your decisions leads you someplace pretty awesome.